This is a recorded version of Flipping for Success in Your Spanish Classroom, 10 iPad apps for digital classroom management, which was presented at the TFLTA workshop at Farragut High School in Knoxville, Tennessee on March 29th. Flipping out for Spanish. Have you ever tried to flip your classroom? This concept is becoming increasingly more popular, and maybe your system has asked you to start flipping your classroom. What is flipping? Flipping is basically when you do your basic lower level activities at the student's home, whereas you take the upper level activities to your classroom. So why would you want to flip? Well, in my Spanish classroom, for example, this frees up a lot of time to do higher level activities, such as the one that you see depicted here, where my student is Skyping with a young lady in Argentina. Now, what do you need to flip? There will be certain tools you need to put flipping into action in your classroom. The apps that I'm going to present are iPad apps, but you can certainly use a regular computer to do your flipping in your classroom as well. So today's objectives are: create e-portfolios for all your students, use your iPad to control your computer wirelessly transfer photos and videos from iPad to computer or computer to iPad, monitor the noise level in your classroom, record your lessons for viewing at home or in class, grade your students' papers online, post lessons online, connect with educators in your field, and send out reminder messages. And finally, create and manage digital exit slips. Specifically, we will discuss 3-ring, Splashtop, SimplTransfer, Too Noisy, Show Me, Markup, Explain Everything, Edmodo, Remind 101, and Socrative. So let's start with 3-ring. The 3-ring allows you to create and maintain e-portfolios for all your students. There's no need to keep paper folders in your classroom for each one of your students anymore. You can simply upload copies of student work. You can write notes about your students. You can keep your documentations online. You can make audio and video recordings. This is a perfect app for your OPIs. Upload pictures of projects instead of keeping the actual projects stuffed in your closet. And students may upload their own work, and they will not be able to see the notes that you wrote about them. As you can see, here is an example of somebody's project, as we did the Mi Plato project this year. You can see the student's name, you can see a picture of her project, and I could have written notes about this. The next app I will discuss is Splashtop. Splashtop is wonderful because you can control your desktop computer with your iPad. It works wirelessly, you do not need AirPlay, and with Splashtop you are able to circulate around your room, and you will not have to spend all your time in front of the class at the board. It works with anything on your computer, such as Promethean board flip charts or even smartboard lessons. When you first connect your Splashtop, you will see your computers coming up, and the one that's shown in blue, that's my school computer. So it is ready for me to click on. And here you see my computer desktop from my school. As you can see, I can just click on anything on there and I can do it from the back of my classroom anywhere as I walk around the room. The next app I would like to discuss is SimplTransfer. With SimplTransfer, you can transfer your photos and also videos wirelessly between iPhone, iPad, and computer. There's no need for any cables, no need for iTunes or any software. It's super easy to use, and you have two options. One is free, which allows you to download up to 50 photos at any one time, and there's the paid version for $2.99, which is unlimited. So when you first connect, the screen will show you an IP address, which you simply type into the computer browser, and you will be connected. Your photos will appear. You can simply click on the ones that you would like to transfer. The next app I'm going to show you is Too Noisy. With Too Noisy, you can monitor noise levels in the classroom. The teacher can set acceptable noise levels for silent study, quiet time, group work, or classwork. Students can then self-monitor their noise levels. As you can see, my students are doing group work to the top left, and on the right we have a little sampling of Mexican food, so students can monitor their own noise levels in my room. The next app I'm going to show you is my favorite recording tool for lesson viewing at home. Show Me. With Show Me, you can record lessons on your iPad. You record these one slide at a time. You insert photos and screenshots directly from the iPad. It has very fast processing time. You provide students with a link or post on your website. You can even search Show Me presentations on any topic. You can follow other Show Me creators, and it clearly is the easiest and fastest method to record a lesson. To take screenshots of anything on your iPad, you simply press the power and the home button at the same time for use in your Show Me lesson. So here's some examples of Show Me lessons that I have created. You can explore other teachers' Show Me lessons, and you can even follow them if you like. The next app I'm going to show you is called Markup. It was actually created by the makers of Show Me. You can have your students upload their homework papers to a special email that they provide you with, which is comprised of your username at markupsync.com. You can grade papers on your iPad with annotations. There's no need to take any of the papers home for grading, and you can quickly return the graded papers to the senders. Now, this particular teacher has great handwriting in comparison to mine. I just use mine for little reaction papers on cultural topics in my college classes. Here's some examples of some reaction papers that I received on certain cultural topics. Another recording tool that you may explore is called Explain Everything. This particular recording that I'm making right now was actually made with Explain Everything. It is clearly a more advanced lesson recording site. It allows the teacher to insert video as well as anything that you pull up out of Dropbox, Google Drive Photos, or Evernote. It offers a wide variety of tools. You can upload your videos to YouTube to be shared with your students. Now, the processing time is much longer than with Show Me. This is what your screen would look like on Explain Everything. So you can upload a file. For example, the presentation that I'm recording right now, I had on a file and I simply uploaded it, and then I can record slide by slide. Now, if you need a good place to post your videos for your students or any kind of files or assignments, Edmodo.com would be the place to go to. You can create groups for all your classes, post any assignments, handouts, links, quizzes, and videos on Edmodo. You can connect and share resources with other educators in your field of study by joining communities. You can also start your own groups. For example, at our school, we formed PLCs, and we can easily share our collaborations on Edmodo. So as you can see, I have my Spanish 3 class on Edmodo, and you can also see that I posted some YouTube videos and example of our Mi Plato Go Animate project. Now, one of my favorite apps is Remind 101. It's a safe way to send text messages to your students. You can stay in touch with parents if you like, and it is used by 500,000 teachers. You can send out reminder messages, for example, to have your class meet at a Mexican restaurant, as depicted right here. So as you can see, I have my South College class on Edmodo, my Hawaii class, and also several of my high school classes. The last app that I'm going to show you is Socrative. I use Socrative for my exit slips. It's a super easy way to see if your students have mastered your material. You will have to have your students download the Socrative app for students, and then all you have to do is click on where it says exit ticket, and your students can automatically answer the questions. Their answers will then be sent to an email, and you can see if your students mastered your material for the day. This is the end of our presentation, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email at SpanishTeacherVaya@gmail.com. Also, check our website at proconsultants.weebly.com for other webinars and presentations that we are doing, and you feel free to contact us at any time about those. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.